Hi guys, welcome to part 2 of our Idaho BDR Adventure. So in 2018, my brother and I started our Idaho BDR Adventure. We're no strangers to adventure riding. We've ridden since we were kids and have ridden to some of North America's most northerly points. However, 2018 was our attempt to do the Idaho BDR. If you were able to watch part 1 of our Idaho BDR Adventure, you know that we rode the southern quarter from Jarbidge to Hammett in May. Our time off was limited, and we knew that we had to break the journey into 2 parts to fit our schedules. So on the 17th of June, we left Boise on what was to be a very rainy day. The forecast called for continued showers for the next several days, so we strategized that riding this section of the BDR north to south instead of south to north would actually be our best option. So the weather gods were just not on our side. It continued to rain, and we left Boise heading for Lewiston, spending the night there, hoping that the next day would have a little drier weather. We really didn't. So leaving Lewiston on the second day, we headed north on Highway 95, first going through Moscow, Plummer, Coeur d'Alene, Sandpoint, and ultimately to Bonner's Ferry. My brother's making fun of me, but I forgot a belt and my britches were falling down.
So here we are at the Canadian border, the start of the Idaho BDR. So beautiful blue sky day, and we're going to see how far we can make it today.
Just south of the Canadian border, maybe 10 miles, and we had to stop and honor beer. Does it get any prettier than that?
Well, here we are. We're going to have to backtrack. It looks like another probably 20 or 30 miles back. Had a slight problem with the road. It washed out. So we're trying to figure out a way to get around it. Well, here we are. We've got camp set up. We're rolled through Clark Fork about 40 miles ago and on our way down towards Wallace on the Idaho BDR. Sandwiches and raspberry crumble for dinner tonight. And a cocktail, an adult beverage.
Garrett and I are on it's our third night out on the BDR. It's pristine. We've ridden hundreds of miles today, backlogging roads, Forest Service roads. We made it to a bridge that was washed out and had to backtrack 30 miles. But you know what? This is what it's all about. It's not working. The calm, the tranquility, nature. This is what it's all about. The view is incredible. I don't know how many ranges we can see, but look in that direction. Apologize for the sun. Wow. All right, we are in the town of Wallace. Garrett and I, we just rolled in. We're on our way south. What's particularly interesting is what's right here. I don't know if I can zoom in, but that's the Oasis house. And that was, they know Garrett by name there. At least they used to.
Holy cow, not really.
So we are on Fire Road 301 on our way to Clarkia out of Avery. We've gone through some incredible country. We just saw 3 bear, a mama and her 2 cubs, a couple of elk. It's been really great. The road is officially blocked. We can't go any further. So we backtracked about 30-40 miles back to the town of Avery, which is just back there, and they have no rooms. So we're going to drive another hour into St. Mary's. So Garrett, it's day 5. We've kind of been dealt a sour hand today. What's going on?
Well, the roadblocks continue because the Magruder and the Lolo motorway are snowed in still. So, just a little too early.
Here we are at Dworshak Reservoir on day 5 of our ride. This is not where we're supposed to be, but the Magruder corridor is closed. We're on Dent Road running between Elk River and Orofino, crossing the Dent Bridge on Dworshak Reservoir. So after being denied our BDR route for the last couple of days, we finally caught back up with it. We couldn't make it down the Magruder, we couldn't make it down the Lolo motorway, so we had to divert to Grangeville. Now we're finally at a point where we're catching back up with the BDR, and we'll end up down in central Idaho. We'll cross the Salmon River Canyon and back up around Bergdorf, Yellow Pine, and so on. So we've got a long ways to go today, a lot of miles to make, but looking forward to it. Garrett, what the hell?
Well, blue sky and sunny today.
Yeah, and having to put on rain gear again. And it's dumping pretty good.
Here we are up on top of a mountain in a lightning and rainstorm, dropping from Florence down to Riggins, and then on our way up to Bergdorf, up through French Creek Grade.
So these are the 7 devils. But the snow's still on those high peaks. And rain. Well, Garrett and I are still dealing with rain. Skies are still black. And it's sprinkling a little bit, but we finally made it to the bottom of the Salmon River Canyon. And we came off of the Grangeville Riggins Road, and now we're getting ready to go up French Creek. Probably just go back. But what a gorgeous canyon. All right, so here we are in Bergdorf, 1860s town. There's the old hotel and the hot springs pool. And we got here on a night when they had live music and no mining in the pool. So at the end of the day, some of the best laid plans are doomed to fail. And here at Bergdorf, listening to live music in the middle of the wilderness, we learned that the next leg of our journey, crossing into Big Creek and Yellow Pine, the passes were also closed. Even this far south, those high passes remained closed into July. So in 2018, my brother and I would not complete the IDBDR. Did we fail? Well, I guess that depends on how you define success. For us, the point of the journey was not to arrive, but the journey itself. To be immersed in the beauty of Idaho, the magic of nature, and to get free from the stresses of our careers, even if just for a few days. To press the reset button so that we could survive another round of life. So no, I don't think we failed. We knocked it out of the park. And the best part is, we get to try it all over again.
Only in Idaho.
You know, Garrett, a bad day of motorcycle riding is better than a good day at work. And you can take that to the bank.